Welcome to qnawire.
In this example, we are going over this idea of controlling pollution through a system of either a corrective tax system or a pollution permit system. We'd like to see the change in this demand for pollution rights given a new technology for controlling pollution that allows us to more effectively control pollution. So it makes it easier. It's an improvement that we're seeing. So let's start with this corrective tax side, this first graph here. Let's figure out what this effect on the demand for pollution rates would be. So suppose that this new technology comes out. What we're going to see as a result is a decrease in the demand for these pollution rates. So we're going to see our demand curve shift downward like this. We'll make that D2. So what we're seeing here is that our equilibrium is shifting. So we were initially sitting over here at an equilibrium quantity 1. We're now all the way over here at an equilibrium quantity 2. So we see as a result of this, because it has to, we still have this corrective tax, right? That bit hasn't changed. So it's just this demand that's shifting, and our equilibrium is still going to be that point at which our corrective tax curve and our demand curves intersect. So as a result of this improvement in technology, we see that our demand decreases and our quantity decreases. And that happens because all of a sudden it's much cheaper and easier as a result of this technology to control for pollution. Now, let's move on to this permit side over here. And supposing that, again, that this new technology has occurred, so what's going to happen to the demand? Well, it's going to be the same effect as in this last example with the corrective tax. It's still going to reduce that demand for any permits because people don't necessarily need it. It's easier for them to control the pollution. It maybe is cheaper for them to do that than to purchase this permit that allows them to pollute. So our demand curve shifts from D1 to D2. And what we see here is that our quantity is remaining the same down here. However, our prices are shifting. So we were initially sitting up here at, let's call that P1, and our price has now dropped to P2. So in this case, as a result of this improvement in technology, we see again that our demand for these pollution permits is decreasing, and our price is decreasing as well.